Hey guys, it's Tatycokley and I'm back for another video, and as you can see the title, today we are talking about how to keep your little boo interested. A couple disclaimers. One, my hair, I know my hair looks like super crazy. That's because today is wash day and I needed to film this beforehand, so mind your business, please. Also, my lashes, a mess, waiting for my lash tech to get back from vacation, so mind your business, please. Thank you. You know, this isn't about, how I look. This is about what I'm saying, okay? So clearly you clicked on this video because you have a little boo thing that you want to keep interested, or maybe you've kind of failed at keeping people interested in the past. Something along those lines, and I'm here to be your superwoman. If you don't know about my channel, my name is Taty, and basically what I do on this channel is just kind of make sure you guys are uplifted, motivated, strong young women that get what you want. So welcome. Let's just get right into it. But first, if you've not subscribed to my channel yet, what are you doing? We're gonna give you a couple seconds to do that. Did you do it? Good. Now you watch the video and welcome to our family. Also, follow me on my socials. This is where you can participate in polls, all that fun stuff, or whatever. Let's get into this. So I'm assuming if you're at this point, you've kind of already snagged him. He took the bait. And now you're just like, how am I gonna keep him running after me? If you haven't gotten to that point yet, I have several videos on topics like this, but I will link one either here or here, which is titled, I'm pretty sure, How to Make Him Fall For You. That's step one, baby. Really, the biggest video on this channel is how to shoot your shot. That's probably your actually step one. Then how to make him fall for you. Then how to keep him interested. So we're kind of like a holy trinity. Okay, so the first thing that you need to know is keeping someone interested, it's gonna vary based on different people's interests. For example, if you're playing cat and mouse, which I've discussed that whole metaphor again in another video, but if you're playing cat and mouse too much, where somebody feels like they're just doing all the chasing, if they've had something in the past that maybe they've been in a traumatic situation like that with somebody else, you're gonna trigger them and they're gonna run for the hills. So like, you have to know who you're messing with. This is where our private investigator skills come into play. So you kind of need to figure out who somebody is and like what their past is dealing with other people to figure out what's going to keep them interested. So are they a player where they're used to everybody chasing them? Okay, then maybe we're not going to do that because that's what's going to set you apart. Or are they somebody that doesn't really get attention like that and they would enjoy you kind of putting that effort in? So if you're like texting this person or seeing them in person and things like that, you need to learn how to conversate. So I think a lot of problems with a lot of girls is it's always that conversation of like, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Like, I don't care what you're doing. You guys need to learn how to have conversations where somebody is intrigued in continuing it. If somebody continues to ask me what I'm doing, where I'm going, how am I, I'm bored. Like, I don't care for it. So y'all need to ask more fun questions. Like, if you know he's at practice or something like that, ask him about that sport that he loves so much, because then he can talk about it. So basically what I'm saying is you want to get him to the point where he's able to talk about what he's passionate about. That's big girl. A lot of times, especially if you're dealing with a guy, as always, this is open to everybody, but just because I am a straight woman, it's easier for me to talk in this way, but just feel free to switch anything. A lot of times with guys specifically, they aren't really taught to like express themselves, especially vocally. So to be able to bring that out of somebody and allow them to finally talk about what they want to talk about means the world. Like, you are the one person that was like, wow, so like, why do you like this sport so much? Like, what does it do for you? How did you get into it? Like, now they can talk to you about what's most important to them in their life. Or if, for example, my boyfriend is a photographer, talking about his photography, he can go on and on and on and on about his photography. That's where you want to get to. And if you really like somebody, then you would want to hear that stuff about them. You would want to hear what they're passionate about, because if you enter something with them, you're going to have to support that. What questions and what conversation are you going to give to somebody that's going to set you apart from everybody else? The same old typical like girly stereotypes is not going to keep anybody interested. Just like the same old guy stereotypes. Like, if you're just a regular ass guy, I'm probably not going to be interested because you're not showing me anything that I'm not already used to. I can get this from any guy around the block. What are you showing me that nobody else ever has, or that nobody else could? Because honestly, just to keep it a buck with y'all, if you're just talking to somebody, 9 times out of 10, you're not the only one that they're talking to until you give them a reason to be. Does that make sense? So if somebody's talking to multiple people and then you come along and they're testing the waters in multiple places, if all of y'all are talking about the same thing, nobody's gonna get the spot, baby. Your dreams and passions are just important as his, so make sure you're talking about yourself too. Make sure you're playing yourself up. Don't make yourself up. I think a lot of times a lot of girls play stupid. I'm gonna get on your ass. When you play stupid, you allow somebody else to treat you like you're stupid. Does that make sense? Don't play dumb if you don't want to look dumb in the long run. Bars. I promise you, playing stupid is not going to help you. So like bringing yourself down a level and like trying to dumb yourself down so that he feels bigger is only going to ruin it, because then you're gonna resent him in the long run. She's gonna be like, I just dumbed myself down for your ass and you still played me. Yes, you played yourself by allowing yourself to look like somebody who can be played. Does that make sense? So after you've done like both those things, where basically you're making sure that he's able to talk about what he's passionate about, you're able to talk about what you're passionate about, make sure you are being funny. Nobody wants to talk to somebody who's serious 24/7. It's not cute, I promise you. Like, make jokes where they're due. Be okay with somebody making jokes about you. Be okay with making jokes about them. Like, it's okay. You don't have to be sensitive. Have some fun. That's how you're gonna keep somebody interested, making them laugh. Imagine talking to somebody, even just like your friends, right? Imagine just never laughing with your friends. Would you care anymore? Like, would you want to be their friend? No, that's boring. Like, that's not gonna keep them interested in you. Be fun. Like, if you, let's say you guys are like hanging out and stuff now, don't just be like boring, like, oh, like let's just watch a movie or something. Try to find some fun stuff to do. Like, also being confident is like a huge turn on, like for most guys I know, unless they're trying to control you. Hi to those of you watching this, because it's like you come off like you know what you want and you're not able to be played. Here we go again, by setting the standard from the very beginning. Even when a guy is confident, like that's a turn on for us too. It's like, oh, he knows like who he is. Like, I like that. Like, that's just a certain vibe you carry, the way you walk, the way you talk. Like, that is a turn on. So make sure you guys are focusing on being confident in yourself, loving yourself, having self-esteem, at least faking it when you're with him, because that is strong. You don't want to come off as like needy and clingy and like you just don't want none of that stuff. It's just like, I'm here, I'm great, love me. Also, if you're at the point where you guys are kind of planning hangouts or doing hangouts, try to do stuff that's kind of like intimate, not in like a sexual way, just intimate, like even cooking together. That's intimate. You kind of get to know each other, you're close, you're doing something that the outcome is dependent on the both of you. That's like intimate things like that, where instead of just like, let's go to the movies, let's do that. Like, no, do intimate things. Like, I know there's like painting, pottery classes for like couples where you can like do it together and your fingers are like interlock. Just things that will make you guys closer. That's the goal. Also, being friends. Like, obviously you don't want to bro him too much to the point where it's like you're in the friend zone, but you definitely want to have some sort of friendship where it's not just contingent on like the romantics of it all, because that can crash. Like, romantics go up and down all the time, even within a relationship. So you want to make sure you have like a solid foundation of a friendship, because that way he feels like he can come to you when he's stressed. He wants to hang out with you like he would his other friends. Like, there needs to be some basis of a friendship where it's not just based off of looks or just superficial things like that. Build a foundation. But on the lighter spectrum of things, if you're just like talking to somebody or you're just texting, you haven't really gotten this far, just make sure you're being yourself. I know, cliche, but being yourself, being funny, witty, things like that, and making sure you're giving opportunities for him to talk about himself. They love this. And also making sure you talk about yourself, making yourself seem as interesting as possible, talking about the things that you care about. These things alone are going to keep him interested. And then just being different. Show him what he hasn't been shown before. Make sure you're showing that you actually care about who he is as a person, and not just like a persona. Maybe if he's like a popular player type of boy, like, you don't care about none of that stuff, because anybody is like that. You care about who he is as a person, and you're here so that y'all can grow together. That's my best advice to you guys, because I genuinely feel like people think too far into like trying to keep a guy interested. Like, what's the perfect word to say? What's the perfect sentence? What's the perfect picture? That's not keeping anybody interested. Like, for example, when you're interested in a TV show, right? It's most of the time either it's because it's something that you really enjoy, like a type of topic, or it's something that hasn't been done before. Like, for example, Netflix Black Mirror hasn't been done before, so everybody was interested. It's the same concept in every area of like, what has not been done before? What have you not been shown before or seen that's different? that's what's gonna be interesting to you. Don't be a basic girl. So that's basically it, you guys. Sorry for this appearance, you know, we're working on it. But before I close this out, you know I have to give my shout out of the week. This week's shout out goes to Wassup is AG. Here's her page for clarification. Seen your comment on my last video that my videos be on point, and I just want to say thank you so much. I love you so much, and that will never change. Alright guys, so make sure you comment, like, share, subscribe, turn your post notifications on. You got a lot to do, you better get to it. And I will see y'all in my next one.